How y'all doing? This is Preacher Man R&B, and this is Smallville Reviews Mondays. This week we're reviewing Smallville Season 1, Episode 1. The way it starts out is the meteor shower goes to Smallville that brings Clark to Smallville. And it starts out with his spaceship and the meteors coming toward the Earth. And they land on Smallville. And this is how Lon Lane's parents die, is because one of the meteors hit their car. And Jonathan Kent and Martha Kent's driving to their house, and Clark's spaceship crashes in front of them. And their truck gets flipped over, and Clark walks up to them and helps them out of the truck. And that's how they adopt them. And during this, Lionel Luthor is buying farming land from these two guys, and that's the land he puts one of his fertilizing plants on. And while he's doing this, Lex is out in the cornfield, and he runs up on this guy that's on a scarecrow pole that's been put there by the football players of Smallville High School. And when this happens, one of the meteors falls near Lex and them, and it gives the guy on the scarecrow electrical powers, and it does something to Lex, and Lex loses all his hair. We'll just have to find out what happens with Lex further on during the series. Now it jumps into present day, and Clark and Pete want to try out for the football team, and Jonathan Kent don't let Clark try out. So Clark's sitting at a bridge, and Lex Luthor's driving this car, and a truck that's hauling barbed wire. One of the barbed wire falls off of the truck into the road, and Lex runs over it and crashes into the side of the bridge where Clark is and hits Clark. And the reason it don't kill Clark is because Clark's Superman. He's from Krypton, so it don't phase him. And he saves Lex Luthor from the truck in the water. And from that moment on, Lex is going to be interested in Clark and becoming his friend and trying to get to know more about him. So he buys him a truck. And Jonathan Kent don't let Clark keep the truck because of how the truck was paid for them farmers that Lionel Luthor screwed over for their land. So further on in the episode, the football players select Clark to be the scarecrow, so they tie him up on the scarecrow pole, and the guy that was the scarecrow in the beginning of the episode finds Clark, and Clark's trying to tell him to help off the scarecrow pole because he can't get off because he got Lana's kryptonite necklace on and it's hurting him. So he can't get himself off. And the guy said he would be safer there, so the guy runs off to the homecoming dance. And he's going to kill everybody. And Lex sees the guy coming out of the cornfield, so Lex goes in the cornfield and finds Clark up there. And he gets Clark out, and the necklace falls off Clark, so he gets better. And he goes to the school to confront this guy with electrical powers. So Clark does that, and they get in a fight. And after the fight, the guy with electrical powers gets shots and loses his memory. So he goes back to his normal self, and he wants to go home. And that's basically the end of the episode. And in another part of the episode, Clark finds out he's from Krypton, and Jonathan Kent shows him his spaceship. And through the rest of the season, Clark's gonna learn more about where he came from, Krypton, and how he got there, and he's gonna learn all this stuff. Y'all tell me what y'all liked about this episode. As always, it's Preacher Man R&B signing out. God is good, Jesus is awesome. I'll see y'all next time. And a quick question: what do y'all think Clark's gonna learn about his Kryptonian heritage? Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'll see y'all next time.